Halo, Assalamualaikum. Mbak Aziza, Pak Dekan sudah ada, mungkin bisa dimulai.
Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Such an honor to meet you here. I am Siti Aziza, the Master of Ceremony today. Welcome to our Dean, Professor Suyadi. Welcome to all the speakers, Dr. Ilfan, Prof. Muhammad Shakal, and Dr. Mubarak Ali, our moderator, Dr. Oswald Sofyan, and all participants. Okay, may everyone here are in a good condition this afternoon. Okay, I want to inform you that there are sections today in our seminar. The first one is opening speech by our Dean, Professor Suyadi, the Dean of Animal Science, Faculty Universitas Brawijaya. The second one is presentation by Dr. Ilfan Junaidi from Animal Science Faculty, Universitas Brawijaya. And the third is a material presented by Dr. Mubarak Ali from Ephonic. And the last one is presentation by Professor Muhammad Shakal from Cairo University. The next session will be a question and answer sessions. And the last one is summary and photo session. I want to introduce our moderator today is Dr. Oswald Sofyan from Animal Science Faculty, Universitas Brawijaya. And next, to begin our seminar, now would you please join me in welcoming Professor Suyadi to give an opening speech. For Professor Suyadi, the session is yours.
Okay, thank you for MC, Dr. Aziza. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, everybody. Also for all participants around in Indonesia, and also maybe good morning, the participant in around Egypt and so on. Alhamdulillah, we are today very happy that we can conduct online seminar with the topic of healthy products, poultry production today in collaboration between Cairo University and Ephonic. The honorable all speakers here, Professor Muhammad Shakal, Dr. Ilfan Junaidi, and also Dr. Mubarak Ali from Ephonic Singapore. We thanks for your collaboration today, and I think that this collaboration is very important to extend our next or future collaboration. This, I think, the first step, our collaboration also, I think the Ephonics not for the first time, because last time we have collaborated with the other session for seminar or for funding the student research and so on. And for the Professor Muhammad Shakal, this is also the the second meeting with us, with the Faculty of Animal Science, Universitas Brawijaya. And warm greeting from Malang from Universitas Brawijaya to you all. You are all in very different places here, and we are very happy now and very lucky because this very important thing to be discussed in this afternoon. And also talking about the healthy poultry production can be faced and looked by many or different aspects like from nutrition and farming management and disease, and also from other aspects also. So this topic is very important because nowadays the poultry industry in Indonesia develops very fastly, and I think this is the leading meat supplying in Indonesia because the most meat consumption in Indonesia from the livestock production come from the poultry production. And also, yeah, we remember that the most our graduates from my faculty are working also in poultry sector or poultry industry. This is very important for us also. We hope that our meeting today is not stop only this today, but also we can continue and follow up with the next or future in other collaboration in research, in student exchange, and also lecturer exchange, and the other maybe also in the seminar, in the publication, and so on. Thank you very much for all and your participation in this meeting. And with speech, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, formally, this meeting is open. We hope that you can all get many beneficial even this today. Thank you very much for moderator, and thank you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. Right now, we are going to see some short video about our faculty. Please, the host, share the video about our faculty. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Now we are going to the main parts of this section, and I'm giving the next session to our moderator, Dr. Oswald. Dr. Oswald, the time is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Ibu Dr. Aziza, to give me a chance to become the moderator today, the Zoom seminar. And before we start the seminar, I would like to introduce our presenters today. The first is the Dr. Ilfan. He is from the Brawijaya University. And the second one is the Dr. Mubarak Ali, is from the Eponic, Singapore. And the third one is Professor Muhammad Shakal from the Egypt. Now, we have the short time. I think it's better we start early. Pak Ilfan, you are ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time is yours, Pak Ilfan. 30 minutes for your presentation material, and after that we start again to the second presenter and the second presenter. After that, we have discussion. We all participants can discuss in the chat or directly in the Zoom. And I think it's better we start from the Zoom, and after that we start on the chat. Yeah. Okay. Time is yours, Pak Ilfan.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Oswald. You can hear me? Test sound?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. And maybe in Cairo, good morning. Yeah, it's very happy today here. It's my appreciate to organizer to give me a chance to share about the healthy poultry production. Yeah, and also very happy to join with the Cairo University and also from the Eponic. Thank you for the collaboration. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dean, Pak Dekan, and also from the Cairo University and Eponic Indonesia. Also for the head of the research group of community and livestock, and also research group of tropical poultry and technology. Okay, in this afternoon, I will talk about the healthy poultry with no antibiotic ever. Okay. I think this topic is very challenging issue, yeah, in animal product, particularly in poultry, yeah. So why should be no antibiotic ever, yeah? I read in the WHO report, yeah, at 2017, there is some recommendation from the WHO that we have to stop giving antibiotic to the healthy animal. And the second one is Indonesian regulation also in 2017 is already banned antibiotic use in animal feed. Also the other reason why we should be antibiotic free or no antibiotic ever, there is a potential of antibiotic resistance, yeah, of the gut microbial due to overuse and misuse of antibiotic. The next one is about the demand for antibiotic-free poultry is growing fast. Yeah, maybe the consumer has already realized that the antibiotic is not good for the health. Yeah, because the health conscious requirement for the consumer worldwide. Okay, if we talk about the antibiotic ever or antibiotic-free, I focus on the two aspects. Yeah, the first one is about the feed quality and hygiene. Yeah, it's including the feed staff and water quality. Yeah, feed staff quality is mean physical, also the nutrient. Yeah, the feed staff storage, because during storage time there is some contamination. Yeah, we also talk about we have to refer to the balanced diet formulation, feed digestibility, yeah, Also, we have to concern with the preventing contamination, during the storage, mycotoxin, oxidation, metal, and also dioxin. This topic is quite maybe last 3 months ago is quite that's a hot issue, dioxin. Also, we have to reducing risk for the recontamination. Okay, the second focus, the second aspect of the no antibiotic effort is about gut health. We have to concern with the status of the bird. The gut flora balance. Between the beneficial and the pathogenic bacteria. There is any balancing condition in the gut. Also, we have also concern in the endogenous enzyme, how the organ of the gastrointestinal tract produce the normal endogenous enzymes. So this will be guarantee the process of the digestibility and absorbing in the gut intestinal tract. Also the villi, villi status in the tract, Intestinal permeability is the another point of the gut health. We have to also preventing coccidiosis and necrotis enteritis, because this one we have to prevent it, by vaccine or the good sanitation, We also have to controlling intestinal disease, Prevent dysbiosis. Yes, there is a condition. There is the good bacteria is getting less and less, Okay, if we back to the physiology, the normal physiology of the poultry digestive tract, we already know that the condition, of the tract from the beginning until the end, from the crop until the colon, the pH is changing, the normal pH is changing, In the crop, for example, is 5.5, maybe become decrease in the proventriculus and the gizzard because of the chloride production in the proventriculus, and then increasing, until in the colon is getting base. Also the condition of the bacteria, in the bacteria lactobacilli, enterococcus here, in the different part of the digestive tract is also changing. Mostly in the low pH, there is many lactobacilli, But in the higher pH, for example, in the Secum, for example, Seca, mostly is Streptococcus, Clostridia is quite higher here, Bacteria flora is highly developed along the digestive, Also, there is any acidification, naturally by the chloric acid, produced by the proventriculus, exists in the first part of the digestive tract. There is proventriculus. Okay. The healthy gut poultry, if we have a poultry with the healthy gut, they have ability to defend to the gut pathogen. They also have ability to break down feed, into absorbable part, They can absorb all the digest nutrient, and also they have a response properly of immune system. The healthy gut of the poultry, have optimum, when the nutrient digestibility, they will be good digestibility and also metabolism. They will have a good development and maintenance of gut microorganism. They also have a good immune system condition, and also in the end, because it's the growth, this is have a tissue, the good tissue, optimum tissue development. Okay, we have three dominant stage of the gut here. The first one is a development stage. During the development stage, is to promote bacterial colonization and stimulate tissue and immune development. there is a development, gut tissue, gut immunity, gut microbiota is to setting up the gut for the life of the bird. It will happen in the beginning of the life, the poultry life, the bird life. Okay. Okay, the second one is about the transition stage. Yeah, transition is referred to the time period where there are fluctuation in the gut, yeah, environment in response to impact factor. Yeah, for example, if we change the feed, yeah, maybe from the starter to the grower, for example, we change, the animal will have a transition response. Yeah. Also during the vaccination, maybe the environmental is changed. Yeah. Also the different handling. So this transition is aimed to prevent reduction in nutrient absorption and overgrowth of less favorable bacteria. Okay, the last one is after the transition, the animal have to maintain the condition of the gut, yeah, because the gut has already developed, yeah, they already have microbiota is stable, yeah, kemudian then promote integrity also. That ensure, yeah, this promote gut to support the concept, the homeostasis in the animal. Okay, priorities of the gut health. First one is promote gut development by good quality feed and water also. Yeah, sometimes most people is forgetting about the water. Yeah, because the water is the highest need of the animal. Maybe if compared with the feed is twice of the feed. Okay, the second one is promote immune system development. Yeah, by providing clean water. Yeah, back again water. Yeah, and also the vaccine. Yeah. And the next one about stimulate yolk absorption by correct brooding temperature. It's a environmental condition, right? We have to change the temperature during the brooding time, yeah. And the next one is how to stimulate microbiota development, yeah, by providing pre or probiotic, or you can use also the organic acid, yeah, how to help, yeah, maintain the pH condition in the gut. Okay, here we have maintain poultry gut microflora. Okay, the microorganism, yeah, in the gut generally refer to friendly bacteria, gut flora, gut microbiota, and microflora. Poultry gut is the first community of bacteria. We have also fungi, protozoa, and virus. There is multiple interaction in the gut intestinal tract, yeah, between the host and the diet, also the microbe inside the gut, and also the poultry litter. Yeah, there is a interaction here. Yeah, how do they maintain, yeah, the good condition of the host, yeah, the qualified of the diet, and also maintain the balance of the microbe, yeah, and also the poultry litter. Okay, maybe I will inform you the common problem on the poultry farm, yeah, maybe during the brooding, yeah, we have a poor gut development because of bad brooding, yeah, short pili, yeah, low absorption cause of FGR and also growth, yeah, because if we have a short pili, bad brooding, yeah, gut development is less poor, yeah, we also the growth development of the filly is not good, also they will cause the low absorption, and the low absorption of the nutrient will be effect, yeah, will be have negative effect to the FGR and also the growth. The second one is the problem about the water sanitation, yeah, bacterial infection. Maybe we have to concern about that, yeah, bacterial infection in the water, also the excessive chlorination. Well, because the chlorination here it will be kill of the gut bacteria. The next one is about coccidiosis control, because coccidiosis giving the sign subclinical cocci. Yeah, we have to more careful with that. Also for the will be effect to the growth of the
sorry
bird.
for interruption and being late. There was some internet problems, but I have to catch you through my mobile now until
okay,
the internet problems to computers is solved.
Okay, welcome, Prof. Shakal.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Shakal. Alhamdulillah, you are here.
Okay, I continue. The next one is about the feed. Feed problem, yeah, inconsistent feed formulation, yeah, too much change, yeah. Maybe you change frequently of the feed formulation. There will be effect to the gut growth, yeah. The next one is about the pellet quality. Yeah, we have a low pellet durability index, yeah, and also inadequate stimulation of the gizzard, yeah, because the flow, maybe the gizzard development is concerning with the the fiber, yeah, the fiber. The next one is about the mycotoxin contaminated feed, maybe during the the storage of the feed stuff, yeah. Maybe it's quite frequently happen in Indonesia because the condition, yeah, the climate of Indonesia is easier to mycotoxin growth here. Okay, how to deal with this problem? First one is check-in and daily maintenance, yeah. Maybe we can use the probiotic, yeah, and or yeah, organic acid as soon as possible, yeah, because you can use the single or combined, yeah, probiotic and organic acid, or just probiotic alone or organic acid alone. It's okay. Yeah. You can also the probiotic, yeah, mannan oligosaccharida, yeah, when there are any historic with the E. coli. So based on the research that the E. coli, yeah, can maintain, yeah, we can control the E. coli by using the MOS, yeah, prebiotic MOS, mannan oligosaccharida. Okay, we also have to give a daily inclusion of the feed additive, yeah. You can use probiotic, prebiotic, or the combined, yeah. Next one is about the feed change and vaccination. Organic acid, for example, pathogenic or direct feed microbe, you can use it. Yeah, when you give it, yeah, you can give it the day before vaccination until the 2 days after. And the most important thing also, we have to have strict biosecurity here. Yeah, it's very important also. Maybe Prof. Shakal will talk more about the biosecurity here. Okay, next one is I will give a tip how to raise the poultry without antibiotic. The first one is health status. Yeah, the health status, we have to doing the proper cleaning protocol. Yeah, good biosecurity, all out, cleansing, cleaning, disinfecting. Yeah. The next one is nutrient digestibility. Yeah. The nutrient digestibility also affect the growth of the pathogenic bacteria. If we give more, yeah, if we give more protein or you give more the undigested feed, they will be used as a substrate for bacteria in the large intestine. So it's better you formulate the feed, yeah, in the properly quantity, because the excess of the nutrient not digested will be used by the bacteria in the large intestine. Okay, the next one is about the feed intake post-hatch. Yeah, maybe you have to give the intake feed early after hatch. Yeah, because it is playing a critical role, yeah, in gut health. So the animal, their old chick will have a better performance, will have better gut condition if you give the yearly feed intake. Yeah. Okay, dietary protein. Okay, you have to careful with the dietary protein. You have to calculate, you have to formulate the feed with the balanced amino acid. Because the excess of the protein, yeah, will be used by the grow and multiply of the pathogenic bacteria. Yeah. So it's better you calculate the amino acid, yeah, requirement based on the amino acid, yeah, not the total protein. Okay, the next one is organic acid, yeah. As we know that the condition, the pH condition of the gastrointestinal tract is changed in the different part of the gut part of the gut intestinal tract, yeah. So if you give the organic acid in the feed, for example, they will have effect to lowering the pH. So in the low pH, the microbial, the positive microbial will be growth better. Yeah, many research is already proved about that. Yeah, the effect of the organic acid, yeah, to as a single or a double, yeah, some kind of acid. We can also the phytogenic, yeah, is the plant compound, yeah, that have effect as the antimicrobial or antiviral, yeah. Cinnamon, for example, oregano, clove, yeah, mostly used as the phytobiotic here. They have phytogenic effect, phytogenic compound that can prevent the microbial development. Okay, the next one is enzyme. Yeah, enzyme. I mean, it's an exogenous enzyme because the bird is already have also produced the endogenous enzyme, but enzyme here is the exogenous enzyme. Yeah, NSP, non-structural polysaccharide in cereal. Yeah, usually have reduced the digestibility. So to increase the digestibility, to increase the availability of the nutrient, maybe the enzyme will be help the animal to distract the NSP in the cereal. Okay, the next one we can also have a direct feed microbial probiotic. Yeah, probiotic is mean beneficial life bacteria. Yeah, that will be support the acidity, the healthy of the gut intestinal tract. And the next one is about the functional fiber. Yeah, the fiber actually is not digestible, but it is needed by the positive bacteria to growth. So even the poultry, the bird cannot digest the fiber, but the fiber will be used as the feed for the bacteria, for the good bacteria, such as lactobacillus. And the last one is about mineral. Maybe the zinc and copper is a two mineral that have a antibiotic effect in the feed. Okay, here I show you some antibiotic alternative we can use. Yeah, we have a probiotic here. We have also prebiotics. Yeah, it's a pro, is pre. Yeah, and next one is about the organic acid. We have also phytogenic, enzyme, others, bacteriophages, clay, for example, hyperimmune, IG, Y, and also we have also microbial peptide. Yeah, there is some alternative to antibiotic here. Okay, I will explain about how one of the antibiotic alternative here, yeah, organic acid, yeah, the organic acid. The organic acid will be, if you give the organic acid in the feed or in the water drinker, they will be decrease the pH. Why we have to decrease? Yeah, because the bacteriostatic action through the pH reduction. Okay, we have here the area, green area and the red area. It means E. coli cannot grow if the pH of the growth of the gut is less than 4.4. But in the pH higher than 6, the E. coli will be easier, will be have develop well. So by the inclusion, by the adding of the organic acid, they will be decreasing the pH to prevent the E. coli grow. We have also the other pathogenic bacteria like Clostridium, Salmonella with a different point here. Yeah. So in general, that the organic acid adding in the feed or in the water will be help to decreasing the pH in the gut. So in the low pH, the E. coli and other pathogenic bacteria will be cannot develop. Okay, there is the care management point here. The gut microbia, yeah, has important role to maintain growth, health, and welfare also of the bird. An imbalance in gut will have an effect on the bird performance. The balance of the gut can affected by diet, as I mentioned before. Yeah, if you change the feed, change the formulation, change the feed stuff, also the quality also change, they will be have effect to the gut microbiota. Also the management, environmental condition, mycotoxin, infection, yeah, providing appropriate brooding here, yeah, adequate environmental temperature and ventilation, and also adequate access to feed and water, yeah, we have to concern with that point. Also, the gut consists of diverse, yeah, range of bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and also virus. Development of the gut microbiota, yeah, begin on hatching, yeah, development, transition, and maintenance. Each of these three areas can affect gut microbiota development. The gut is responsible for the digestion and also for the absorption of the nutrient. And the nutrient itself will be used to grow. Yeah. So you have to concern with that. Yeah. If the gut function impaired, the digestion and absorption of feed will be reduced, and the bird performance and welfare also decrease. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's the last part is an element of antibiotic-free production system. We have to manage feed and nutrient intake. We have to manage the gut flora and integrity in the gut intestinal tract. Also, we have to manage the farm correctly, yeah, about the biosecurity, for example, and also the last one is about the manage the farm health. Okay, thank you very much. That's all I want to share to you. Thank you, Pak Osman. Hello.
Yes, thank you very much, Pak Ilfan, Pak Dr. Ilfan. You are very interesting your presentation.
Okay,
Now, I would like to invite the second hour presentation, Dr. Mubarak Ali. Are you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
before we start Dr. Mubarak Ali presentation, could you help me, host, to show the CV? To share the CV, please, host.
So maybe I will give a brief introduction just. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before Dr. Mubarak Ali presentation, yes, host. Okay. Yeah, I would like to introduce the CV a little bit, but a lot of the experience for him. First, the name is Dr. Mubarak Ali. He's worked in the senior technical service manager, Asia South, and until now, and in Apodic, Singapore. He's very responsible about the nutrition, and today he wants to presentation about the. Wait a minute, I forgot the title. Yeah. Okay.
I shared my screen, I
Yes,
think.
please.
I shared, so you can see my screen, please.
Yeah, the probiotic and low dietary crude. Yes, and the nutritious approach to improve gut health in poultry. Yes, Dr. Mubarak Ali, time is yours, 30 minutes, and please maintain the time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Afsar, for a very good introduction. So just add on, because Dr. Afsar was asking me to share CV. So I did PhD from Wageningen University, Netherlands. I know I'm a senior technical service manager responsible for Evonik products and services in Asia South. So thanks to the organizer for providing me opportunity to present on a very applied topic, healthy poultry production. It's a very applied and hot topic nowadays in the poultry industry. So I will talk today about combination of probiotic and low dietary crude protein, which is actually a holistic nutrition approach to improve the gut health. Yes, please. Can you see my screen? I'm sharing my slide. Should I stop sharing?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Mubarak, we can see.
Thank you very much. So that is a very holistic approach, combination of probiotic and low dietary crude protein to improve the gut health and also to tackle the gut health challenges in poultry production. So Dr. Ilfan has very well explained the importance of gut health and antibiotic-free poultry production with reference to the feed production and also to the management point of view. But the antibiotic poultry-free approach, that is not only important for the poultry or livestock industry, but it is also important for human beings. So we need to take care of our health, and we need to take care of our coming generations. So you see in this slide, I have pasted here the BBC facts and figure, which they published in 2014. So they said after cancer, diabetes, diarrhea, and road accident, antimicrobial resistance is the 5th major cause of death in case of human being. And if that will continue and we will not introduce any reforms, then what will happen in 2050? This number will go up to 10,000. Oh, sorry, 10 million. So imagine 10 million in 2050 if we will not control this antimicrobial resistance in case of human being. So that might be first or second major cause of human death in 2050. So that is not only, this is important if we see which area they are more prevalent for the antimicrobial resistance. So we see Asia. So in Asia in 2050, if that will continue, more than 4.7 million, that will be the death only in Asia. And more importantly, that is the Asia South, Southeast Asia, and Indian subcontinent mainly. So there will be huge mortality. So this is not only the concern of animal health, but this is equally important concern for the human health as well. So not only this, in this slide, you see there is data from different Dutch broiler farms, actually 26 Dutch broiler farms from different regions across the Netherlands and the Holland. They were tested for ESBL, that is the lactamase enzyme, which is responsible for the resistance of different antibiotics like penicillin. Okay, lactamase type antibiotics, all they will be resistance. So that resistance is not only called in case of animals, but also in case of human being. So a lot of patients, in Europe, they have been reported with that antimicrobial resistance. So this also highlight that you see all 100% farms, they were positive for ESBL, and out of that 26 farms which were tested, 22, it means around 85%, their prevalence was more than 80%. So you see how antimicrobial resistance is developing in the livestock industry, and ultimately it will come to the human beings in the form of food. So we need to be very careful for that. And when we see the W Health organization, so okay, the World Health Organization, WHO, they are also very active, and they are introducing different reforms. They are pushing different countries, areas to reduce the antimicrobial resistance. You see, they mention the use of antibiotics in the livestock production and in agriculture is one of the main factor, is one of the main contributor in the food production chain, which is responsible for the antimicrobial resistance. And what they suggest, they said, we have to be responsible when we are growing crops or when we are raising livestock. So in agriculture or livestock industry, we need to use antibiotics only for the treatment. But you see a lot of, as mentioned by Dr. Ilfan as well, so antibiotics are mainly used in livestock industry as a growth promoter. So they said you need to use only for the treatment, not for the as a growth promoter or not to enhance the yield in case of agriculture sector. So it means what they suggest, they said you need to vaccinate your animals regularly. You need to adapt the good management practices, biosecurity, which is very well explained by Dr. Irfan. So by implementing international standards of responsibility, of course, you can not only improve the health, but you are contributing toward the sustainability. It means you are not only improving the health of the animals and human beings, but you are also contributing in the ecological footprint. So we need to be very careful when we are using antibiotics for the growth performance, enhancement of growth performance. So this slide gives overview of the health issues in poultry industry. So you see 46% problems in poultry, they are related to digestive disorders. 41% they are respiratory disorders. So among these digestive disorders, so you see there is dysbacteriosis, that means the imbalance between the beneficial and pathogenic bacteria, coccidiosis, necrotic enteritis, candidosis. So these are all disorders which are directly or indirectly, most of them, they are actually directly related with the microbiome balance in the intestinal gut, in the gut of the animals. Either we are talking about poultry or other livestock animals. So in poultry, you see balance, importance of gut is very much important, because otherwise there will be incidence of diseases on your poultry farms. So what is the importance of gut for the poultry production? So you see, the intestinal weight is just 5% of the body weight in case of poultry. That is more or less same in case of human beings as well. I think it's around 3.4 kg intestinal weight in case of human being, which is also around 5%. If we take 65 to 60, 62 to 65 kg average weight in case of human being. And among that, the major part is large intestine and small is a little bit less is small intestine. So 5% is the only body weight, but this 5% part of the poultry bird body is using 20% of dietary crude protein, mean amino acid, which you are providing in the feed, and 20% of the energy. These are the two major costs contributed in the feed of the poultry. 70% of the feed cost is energy, and 25%, around 25% of the poultry feed cost is amino acid. So I'm talking about here 95% of the feed costs. That's all feed additives, minerals, macrominerals, microminerals, they will contribute around 5% in the feed cost. So imagine 20% of the energy and 20% of crude protein or amino acid, they will be utilized only for the maintenance of health of the intestinal tract, which is only 5%. But what happened? This is the normal case. But what happens if there is some challenge? If there is some disturbance in the gut, in the intestinal tract, there is the imbalance in the pathogenic and beneficial bacteria. So what happened? This requirement of nutrients like energy and protein or amino acid, that might go double. So energy requirement, energy utilization for the gut maintenance, that can go up to 40%. So imagine, it doesn't matter how good quality feed you are giving to the animals, to the birds, but if birds, they are suffering from the gut challenge, they are suffering from pathogenic challenge. So what will happen? You will not get optimum performance, because major part of the nutrients that will be utilized for the maintenance of the gut, which is actually already disturbed. So this is the importance of gut health. Therefore, nowadays, everybody is talking about gut health in poultry, and especially in case when different countries like Indonesia, they already banned the use of antibiotic growth promoter in poultry production. So you see, not only the utilization, but the overall digestibility. In this slide, you will see that the digestibility of nutrients like energy, ileal digestible energy, metabolizable energy, protein, and all amino acid, essential amino acid, limiting amino acid, that significantly reduce when birds are challenged. So this is the data on day 21 for the broiler. You see, the gray one, that is the control without challenge, and the purple one, that is without challenge, with the challenge. You see, with the challenge, digestibility of energy, protein, and amino acid, that is significantly reduced. And here I want to mention, this is not a real pathogenic challenge like Clostridium, necrotic enteritis, or bacterial enteritis. Here, that challenge, what we did, we only increase the dose of coccidial vaccine 12 times. That is a mild actually challenge compared to the pathogenic challenge. And you see, digestibility is significantly reduced. So note, second point is important. The first one, when there is gut challenge, when there is disturbance in the gut, nutrient utilization for the gut, that will be increased. The second thing, digestibility of all nutrients, that will go down. So it means performance will be compromised. Okay. So what are the different factors which we can use to enhance the gut health? Dr. Irfan very well explained about the feed additives, and he also explained about the environment, So there are different factors related to feed, like dietary factors, dietary crude protein, and different nutrients level, feed additives, gut morphology, immune status, and environmental factors. They are contributing toward the gut of poultry. But I will, rest of my talk, I will discuss about holistic nutrition approach. That is actually one factor I'm taking from dietary factor side, that is the dietary crude protein. And second, I'm taking from feed additive side. So the combination of both low dietary crude protein and probiotic on the gut health of poultry. Dr. Irfan very well explained about the use of single feed additive or combination of different feed additive. And here I'm talking about the concept, not about the feed additive, but mainly about the concept, like the combination of feed additive and dietary approach. So what is, now the question is, what is the effect of dietary crude protein? So if we see in this slide, so there is different microbial community present when we feed different levels of crude protein to the birds. So this is the Shakal microbial population. You see, for the high crude protein, the population is different. For low crude protein, the population is different. And the population which is present on this side, on the high crude protein side, actually, they produce different metabolites like amines, which cause gut irritation in case of poultry. Okay, so dietary crude protein has major effect on the gut health of the poultry. So next slide, actually this one, this is a PhD study, research conducted in Canada by a PhD researcher. So you see here, he checked, okay, the different levels of protein, high dietary crude protein level, low dietary crude protein level. So what is the impact in case of high dietary crude protein? The allele Clostridium concentration and the intestinal lesion score that was significantly higher compared to the low dietary crude protein. So high dietary crude protein is clearly showing the negative effect on the gut health. And at the same time, on the other side, he tested different digestibility level, two digestibility level, and you see only the difference is 5%. High digestibility, crude protein digestibility is 85%, and low one is only 80%. So the same, when low digestible protein is fed to the birds, the Clostridium concentration in the ileum and intestinal lesion score that was significantly higher compared to the high digestible crude protein. So that is showing that not only the level of dietary crude protein is important, but also the digestibility of the protein source which you are using in the feed, that is also important with reference to the gut health in poultry. So what can be the good alternate for the AGPs in such situation? Different feed additives are there, and the mode of action is very much established for the different feed additives. Dr. Irfan explained mode of action for all feed additives very well. And here I want to highlight that we conducted a global survey with more than 300 poultry producers across the world, and we got their response. So majority of them, they said they believe that probiotics can be most effective alternate for the AGPs. Of course, there are supported for other feed additives as well. And in certain cases, I also believe, like Dr. Irfan mentioned, maybe not only one, you need to use the combination of two feed additives. Huh? So that was the response from the customers. But the point is, which I want to highlight here, normally the feed probiotic companies, they are positioning their probiotic on the performance side. So everybody say you can reduce, they are talking about sparing effect because of the production enzyme. So they say production of enzyme, they say you can spare energy you can spare protein, you can spare amino acid, but we strongly believe that no, actually, the probiotics, we stand on the other side. Okay, there are two standings. One is on the performance side, one is on the health side. So we believe the probiotic should be positioned for the health side, because when health will be good, ultimately the performance will be good. So when intestinal tract absorption is more, health is, okay, then ultimately digestibility of feed that will go up, and ultimately there will be optimum performance from the poultry birds. So we have probiotic. I will briefly explain in only one slide about the mode of action of this probiotic, ecobiol, which is present in Indonesian industry. So why ecobiol is different? Because we have proven mode of action in terms of lactic acid production, antimicrobial metabolites. This is very important point. Please make sure all probiotics, they are not same. This is same like Newton's apple and Steve apple. They are very different. So same thing is here. Huh? So probiotics, they are strain specific. So they produce different secondary metabolites. And we rank them on the basis of production of secondary metabolites. So we have proven mode of action. Our probiotic strain play a role in the curium crunching. We have in vitro and in vivo data, and it also modulates the immune system. But at the same time, we conducted different challenge studies in which we fed Clostridium, Salmonella, and E. coli, which is actually got from the practical cases. Then we checked the response of our bacteria strain against these, and there was very inhibitory growth pattern showed by our ecobiol strain against Clostridium, Salmonella, and E. coli. And this product, this bacteria strain is heat resistance. We have tested up to 90 degrees centigrade. There is excellent recovery, no issue of damaging even during pelletization, and it germinates in the chicken intestinal condition. And we have checked, even we stop feeding and next 3 days, we saw that it's still there. It germinates inside the intestinal tract. And it helps in the balance of microbes in the gut of the poultry. So it is very beneficial probiotic. And here is only the summary in just couple of slides, and then I will go to the combination of probiotic and the low dietary crude protein. So you see different, I just compiled here 8 trials which are conducted in different parts of the world. So they are conducted under different conditions, which are mentioned here, battery cages, pans, or even challenge conditions. So what happens? In all cases, we see that majority of the cases, our bacteria strain, ecobiol, that improve the body weight gain. So here I cannot see because my slides, okay, let me minimize it. Okay, yeah. So overall, there is 2% improvement in the body weight gain. That is because of the use of our bacteria strain. Okay, that is ecobiol. And in case of FCR also, in majority of the cases, there was good improvement, even almost in all cases, the FCR that was improved. So you see there is reduction of, on an average, 2.6% FCR in all trials on an average. So that clearly shows that it improved the not only the health, but also the performance of the poultry birds. Now, very important slide. Actually, that is related to my topic, which I was talking about, how probiotic and low crude protein can be useful. So here I'm talking about general mode of action of probiotics. You see, probiotics, they are involved in the production of enzyme, and ultimately they improve amino acid, crude protein digestibility. It means there will be less substrate available for the protein fermentation. Similarly, they degrade the carbohydrates, produce organic acid and reduce the intestinal pH, which is very beneficial for nutrient absorption and also for the killing of pathogenic bacteria. And probiotic also play a role in the immunomodulation. Competitive exclusion is there. So it means the pathogenic bacteria, they will get less nutrients. So ultimately the pathogenic bacteria and coccidia concentration that will go down. Along with low dietary crude protein. So what dietary crude protein can play a role? It means you are reducing the dietary crude protein, but amino acid density that is not compromised, that is the same. So excessive flow of proteins and amino acid in the gut, that will be reduced, which of course you are actually indirectly reducing the substrate for the protein fermentation by the pathogenic bacteria. So in low dietary crude protein approach, you will see that the water intake will go down. Ultimately, what will happen? Nitrogen excretion will be less, and foot pad dermatitis that will go down. So all together, there will be less incidence of diseases, less incidence of foot pad dermatitis, less production of biogenic amines, ammonia, indoles, and phenols, and ultimately there will be better performance, health, and improved feed efficiency. So the combination of both probiotic and low dietary crude protein can play a role on both sides, health and the performance of poultry birds. Okay, so what is the practical concept in terms of diet formulation? Because I see some formulators also join this webinar. So you see, in case of normal protein, okay, with the diet cost, you are getting performance. But when you reduce some dietary crude protein, you get some cost saving potential in terms of feed cost. Performance is same. But if you go too low, then what will happen? The performance will be compromised. Why the performance will be compromised? Because the demand for non-essential amino acid may be compromised. Or maybe the next limiting amino acid, like valine or isoleucine, they will not be balanced. So with probiotic, what you can do, you can compensate or you can complement this reduction in the performance, and ultimately you will see there is cost saving potential in case of low dietary crude protein. But in case of normal protein, if you use probiotic, then there will be additional performance. So you can get even in low dietary crude protein, both like the cost saving potential and additional performance potential with the use of both low dietary crude protein and probiotic. Okay, so this is a study conducted in University of New England, Australia. So what practical example like how it works, low dietary crude protein and probiotic supplementation. So you see on day 9, birds were subjected to different Emeria strains, and on day 14 to 15, birds were inoculated with Clostridium perfringens. So two challenge conditions. One is Emeria and second is Clostridium. So what happened? In case of normal protein, when you use probiotic was used, there was improvement in the body weight gain. But in low dietary crude protein under challenge condition, this is not a normal condition, this is challenge condition. So as I told you earlier in my first 2-3 slides, I mentioned that if, say for example, gut is disturbed, then nutrient utilization for the gut that will be increased and nutrient digestibility that will be decreased. Okay, so you see here. So without probiotic under challenge condition, if you go low protein, performance will be compromised. So what with the probiotic, with Ecobiol, our strain, Ecobiol, Evonik strain, you see the performance is compensated. And similarly, in case of FCR, you see, without probiotic is 1.52. With probiotic, in case of normal protein, is 1.49. So there is improvement, potential improvement in the performance. And then you see in case of low dietary crude protein under challenge condition, yes, the FCR is compromised, is negatively affected. So that is complemented by the use of ecobiol. You see is 1.52, which is similar to the without probiotic at normal protein. So it not only compensate the performance, but it also reduce the negative effect of challenge condition. Okay, so next is Asia South example here, Southeast Asia, sorry, Thailand. So you see the performance of bird under stress condition, heat stress, where there was a 5 degrees centigrade temperature difference. So you see under normal protein and low protein condition with the use of ecobiol, body weight gain, feed intake, FCR, and production efficiency score, they are significantly increased in both conditions, under normal protein and also under the low protein condition. So it means it not only increased the performance, but it also avoid, actually, it also reduce the negative effect of the heat stress. So you see additionally 1.5% nitrogen retention that was higher in ecobiol fed birds. And it also resulted in higher crib depth, and there was which was lower in case of heat stress conditions. And the use of ecobiol, it also increased the concentration of CD4 T cells and immunoglobulins in the blood. So which is actually, that was same to the thermoneutral conditions. So it nullifies the negative effect of heat stress with the use of ecobiol. So that is a study in Thailand. So the final concluding slide. So gut health is important to get optimum poultry performance. Excuse me. And we see that the disturbance in the gut that significantly reduce the digestibility of dietary nutrients. If you remember the slide where I presented about digestibility of energy, protein, and amino acids. So high dietary level and low digestibility of protein, they negatively affect the gut health in case of poultry. So ecobiol, that is a probiotic from Evonik, has a proven mode of action against pathogenic bacteria. It improves the gut health and it improves the performance of the bird as well. We saw in the summary of meta-analysis trials. So the combination of probiotic and low dietary crude protein is actually a holistic nutrition approach, which will improve the gut health, and that will overcome the gut challenges in case of poultry production. So the feeding ecobiol with low dietary crude protein, that is my final statement. So this is actually effective approach, not only improve the gut health, but also the performance of poultry. So that is all from my side. So back to Dr. Osfer, please. I know there are some questions that we will handle in the question and answer session.
Osmar, hello.
Osmar? Okay, are you there? Okay. Dr. Mubarak Ali want us to share some short video. Okay.
Yeah. Before we start, the Professor Shakal, Bu Aziza, to share some.
Yes, I am in. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's ready.
Yeah, the mic was muted only through the lectures time.
Okay, Prof. Shakal, there's a short video from Evonik.
Yes. Please, Bu Aziza. Profile at Evonik.
I shared with Dr. Aziza, my lectures yesterday.
Yes.
You have them now, I think.
Okay.
I did that. If any internet difficulties, that you have it and you can show them.
Okay.
So please do that.
No sound.
No sound.
Yeah. Can you share the lecture, Dr. Seti Aziza?
No sound? Not, sound is not clear.
So I think it's there is no sound.
Yeah, I'm waiting till Dr. Seti Aziza share my lecture.
Okay.
And they start to comment. I shall start commenting on it.
Okay. Yeah, please.
When she is ready.
After here, Professor Shakal.
Yeah, okay. I see that we are you are viewing now a nice video for Evonik. And
Okay.
I can start
Thank you,
later.
Okay.
to share the video from the opening. Now we hear the presentation.
We can repeat again after Prof. Shakal presentation, Pak.
Yeah. Okay, time is your Professor Shakal.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Can you show the presentation I sent to you yesterday?
Yes. Which one do you want? This the scaling up biosecurity, the first one?
Yeah, okay. We can start with biosecurity and poultry farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second one, it will be about us and our future collaboration.
Okay. Okay, we go to the first one.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe you need short notes about myself. Professor Shakal, head of Department of Poultry Disease, Cairo University. Also, I'm the director of the Endemic and Emerging Poultry Diseases Research Center at Cairo University, and chairman of Egyptian Poultry Forum. So I'm happy to meet with you and to start our communications and collaboration, future of collaboration. So next slide. Simply, as we heard our colleagues talking about antibiotic resistance and the problems fighting poultry pathogens. It is shown here as a citadel, and we are on the last line of defense against poultry pathogens, just taking measures. The biosecurity, next slide, refers to the measures and methods adopted to secure a disease-free environment for profitability of farms. and it is reducing the chance of infectious agents from coming in contact with poultry. Next, please. Our aims to prevent the entry of pathogenic organisms into poultry premises, to reduce the microbial contamination of surrounding area, and total elimination of pathogenic organisms present within the premises. Next. How should we do that? We have 3 different levels for biosecurity: conceptual biosecurity, structural biosecurity, and operational biosecurity. Next, please. Regarding conceptual biosecurity, we have to choose good locations for farms in relation of poultry of the same or different species. In Egypt, we have some old areas where the poultry business started. Many poultry farms are close to each other and with different ages and different purposes, and that resulted in huge problems regarding the movement of poultry pathogens and being endemic areas of different diseases. Later on, people recognize that they should be in very far areas and with kilometers of isolation, especially for some against some viruses like avian influenza. And those older places should be considered as one epidemiological area, and considering all in, all out. We have to consider the distance between farms, hatcheries, processing and packing units, and connectivity with roads and the proximity for poultry supply. Next, please. Regarding the structural biosecurity, we have to care about fencing of farms and secure houses with suitable bird rodent proofings, concrete floors, correct positioning of exhaustion fans to prevent airborne diseases, proper ventilation and drainage facility. Also, the water supply to farm should be chlorinated and free from pathogens. The farm offices and storage and room, change room, shower facilities should be considered. Next, please. We have to also to care about the proper and water and power supply to perform operations of decontaminations for vehicles, installation of bins for pest-free storage of bagged feed, separate storage units for feed, litter, and equipment should be away from live flocks. And caring also about installations for disposal of dead birds. Next, please. Next, please. Next slide. Again, one again. Yes. Our first former 2 stages for regarding conceptual biosecurity, where to have our farms, and structural biosecurity, where how to build our farms in a good way to secure the movement of pathogens. Our third biosecurity level is how to manage our production and work to secure the movement of any pathogens and prevent getting them in confrontation with birds. And this comes through isolation, security fencing, farm sheds, regulations for human traffic, control for rodent and wild bird, restricting movement of vehicles. Also, to consider disinfection, cleaning and disinfection of equipment, caring about clean water and feed, health monitoring of birds, methods adopted for rearing, the cleaning procedure and disinfection. We have to distract all insects, lice who are getting enclosed of chicken, dispose of all dead and dead or sick birds, personal hygiene of workers and other management procedure. To know about the importance of isolation, if we have farms with sick birds away from the other one of 5 kilometers, that reduce the infection risks to 50%. So we need to keep the farms far from each other. Can you go for next slide, please? We are through that one. For the next, security fencing. Next slide. Fencing of farms is very important in restriction of natural predators like wild animals or neighboring animals, oxes, wolves. Footpath is important to disinfect and the movement and control movement of pathogens through the workers. Showering and showering out of staff is important. Next slide, please. Regarding farm and sheds, we should have patch intervals between introduction of new flocks when we finish a period of production of broilers. We should have from 15 days to 1 month between the different flocks. The concrete floor and should be properly easy cleaned and thoroughly disinfectant with suitable detergent and disinfectants. Also proper curtains to protect the flock from extreme climatic conditions and rainwater entry with adequate ventilation. Next, please. Knowledge of prevention of diseases to check bacterial load, microbiology, laboratory, plant trees, not fruit trees, and do not allow grasses or weeds to grow around shed, but gravel in between sheds. Distance between two different sheds of the same type should be 30 feet and the different types of chicken should be 100 feet. And also this applies for different ages of chicken. But poultry houses should be away at least 500 feet and care about the drainage construction. Regarding the human traffic should be controlled, even if they are veterinarians. Normally veterinarians should care about
the problem sound.
I think some problem.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay now. But movement of veterinarians and workers can be part of a problem instead of the solutions for poultry disease as a solution for poultry diseases. That happen when a veterinarian move from one poultry farm to another. There are regulations should be considered and respected. I mean, he cannot come within the same day from one farm to another. He should change the clothes, disinfect the food and hands. Do not allow any visitors except on special circumstances. If possible, the visitors should be covering all even foods supplied by the farms and disinfected after use. Record for all visitors to site with name, date, and visit, and nature of business is a must. Staff and visitors have no other entry to the farm other than shower system. And keep visiting the farm to a minimum. As you know, that human transportation of disease-caused organisms is one of the most serious threats to biosecurity. Post signs at the entrance to the farm indicating that the entry to the farm and facilities are restricted and the buildings should be locked. We cannot be shy asking the visitors where they have been the last 24 or 48 hours. That's in respect for poultry installations, and they should be restricted as possible. Next, please. Protective coverings such as boots, coveralls, and headgear to any visitors that work with or have had a recent contact. Yeah, are you ready?
Yes, please continue.
Traffic through poultry houses should always flow from younger to older birds. Keeping records for visitors that have been on the farm if a problem arises, knowing who was in limiting additional flock infection. The same applies to the movement of vehicles, transporting vehicles, moving from one farm to another or from layer farm and bringing the egg transporters and from farm to hatchery. all biosecurity measures should be taken to prevent with the use of detergent and disinfections and sanitization to restrict the transporting avian pathogens from one poultry installation to another. Next, please. Again, next. To number 6, rodent and wild bird control. Next. Rats and rodents are great disease spreaders, and we have to be controlled, eradicated, and the sheds should be rodent proof. Wild birds are also have also potential for carrying infectious organisms and should be restricted from entry to farms. To do that, we have to care about movement of any organic material that attract those rodents, and also where we put our the poultry litters. Regarding equipment, that's next slide, please. Entry of equipment like feeders, drinkers, etc. Should be done after the farm is cleaned and disinfected. Egg flats from farm to hatchery must be sanitized at hatchery. Entry and exit of egg flats into the farm and outside farm must be restricted. And the feeders and waters should be cleaned and disinfected. Next. In many occasions, we have in poultry farms problem, and after investigating where it came and the source of spread, we found sometimes problems in water supply, like E. coli, salmonella, etc. When there is a contamination, then water will be a potent disease spreading and vector for bacteria, fungi, etc. And there are different methods, either chemical or physical methods, to get rid of this contamination. Feeds are also possible vector for microorganisms. That's why we should care about the source of feed, how to transport them hygienically, and not to keep too much that will restrict the access of contamination to the poultry feed. Again, the feed tanks must be swept every month, disinfected twice a month, and fumigated at the end of each crop of birds to reduce bacterial count and mold growth. Mold inhibitors can be also used, and the feed should be checked for toxins like aflatoxins. Heat treatment in such case can be helpful, but I mean to get rid of the toxins, but not to affect the nutritional quality of feed. Next. One slide more. We have to check the health of birds. I mean, if they are already got in contact of pathogens, then we have to see if they got sick. The second option, if we do prophylactic vaccination and keep the health records. Recognizing the sick broilers, we know the signs of health and signs of illness, and that should be reported to the veterinarians to take measures starting with the diagnosis of the disease and what kind of measures should be taken according to the disease, whether it's a viral one, bacterial, if any vectors or rodents have a rule, or insects, to take the measures important for that. Also isolation of sick birds and how to get rid of the dead birds, etc. And taking measures regarding treatment when it is possible. Next, please.
Hello. Hello.
Shakal?
Shakal, how? The interrupt sound in. Gimana, Bu?
Yeah, I think I have to contact him by WhatsApp. Wait for a moment.
I don't have the number.
Yeah, I will contact him.
Yeah, okay. Any problem, sound?
Yeah, I think even his WhatsApp is not active right now. Yeah, I think we have to skip this and go to the question and answer maybe.
Yeah. Okay, we can continue, Bu Aziza.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we discuss about the presenter, there is a video from the Eponic. Please, Mr. Mubarak Ali, to share your video Eponic. Are you here?
Dr. Oscar, yes, I'm here. I'm going to share. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, please share your video in your own screen.
Yes.
So, can you see my screen, please?
Yeah. Okay. The sound, please.
The sound is not appear.
The sound?
Not clear?
No.
The sound is no. There's no song.
Oh, it's working here on my side, but I don't know why is this not there. Because sound is working on my side here.
Yeah, also in my screen is also working last time, but
yeah,
We cannot hear you. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, maybe I think we cannot play directly online. We need to upload the video, then
Yes.
then it will work. We need to upload.
Okay, we start discussion. Time is discussion.
Yes, I think it's time to discuss.
Yeah. Okay. Any some question from the chat, and after that I want to put opportunity to from the directory from the everybody. And first I would like to read the one question to Pak Ilfan.
Yeah.
Bu Ella. Can you read the question from the chat, Pak Ilfan?
Yeah, okay.
Please, the answer.
I read it.
Yeah.
Okay, Bu Ella from Jambi University asked me about the effect of probiotic and probiotic or postbiotic metabolite is still inconsistent result. According to you, what kind of or what species of bacteria will give the best result? Yeah, I think generally we have to maintain the microbe population in the gut. Yeah, maybe with the ratio between the beneficial and pathogen bacteria is about 80 to 20. Yeah, is the ratio more or less. Yeah. So to get those conditions, I think we have to support. We have to to increase the population of the beneficial, yeah, by adding some probiotic, good bacteria, maybe combining with the probiotic, and also you can combine with the organic acid maybe. So because in the low pH, which will be supporting the beneficial population growth, yeah. So I think that's one we can do, yeah, to increasing maybe the bacteria we have to should be increase the beneficial lactobacillus bacteria, yeah. Also maybe I can add some information about the organic acid, yeah. Maybe some organic acid we have more specific to E. coli or to Salmonella. For example, last week I think one of my magister student, they have finished his research and proof that the formic acid, yeah, utilization of formic acid is more effective for Salmonella. Maybe something like that, yeah. So I think answering your question, I think we have to supporting the good bacteria, beneficial bacteria, yeah, lactoacid bacteria, until the ratio about 80 compared to the pathogenic bacteria is only maximum is 20. It's more or less like that. Thank you, Pak Osbar.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Irfan. Now, any question from Pak Eko Widodo from Braille University to question for Dr. Mubarak. Can you read the chat from the chat?
Yeah, chat is a long queue. So I think that one is, thank you, Dr. Mubarak Ali, for interesting presentation, but I have experience that with organic acid, feed additive reduce population of pathogenic bacteria, but it also suppress the growth of lactic acid bacteria. So do you have the same case with your probiotic product? So yeah, there are different types of organic acid. One, they are used for the feed preservation, and other they are used as a gut health products. So that case can be there. But in case of probiotic strain, our Ecobio strain, they also produce the lactic acid. They reduce the pH, and they are involved in the production of different organic acid. But the concentration is not like that, which we are assuming. That is very small concentration, because the mode of action of probiotic is more wider than organic acid. Organic acid is simply to reduce pH, which will ultimately improve the nutrient utilization, and that will also cause the death of pathogenic bacteria. But in case of probiotic, they increase the intestinal health as well, like crypt depth, villi length, and also they improve the junction between the intestinal cells. So ultimately, the overall health will be improved, and also they play a role in reduction of pH. So probiotic is multidirectional, organic acid is unidirectional in that case.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Mubarak.
No, sir.
Okay. One question from Pak Ivan. Yeah?
Yeah.
I think the short answer, Pak Ivan. Yes, please. After that, we continue the presentation from the Professor Shakal because he's already here.
Which one, Pak Osmar? Probiotic strain produce?
Yes, from the Bayu. Ahmad Bayu from the Halu Halio said where lactic bacillobacteria from the fermented food like yogurt and lemon in the prebiotic affect the metabolism attack to the poultry virus disease.
Yeah, I think the culture of the bacteria you can usually we can use the what is endogenous lactobacillus bacteria, but you can also apply it with the other kind of culture of the lactic acid bacteria, I think. But the best result, I think, is better you culturing the lactic acid bacteria from the ileal or the part of the gut intestinal tract of the poultry, I think. Okay, thank you, Pak Osmar.
Yeah, thank you, Pak Irfan. Now we are continuing the presentation from the Professor Shakal. Are you here? You hear me? Professor Shakal?
He write to me that he also cannot hear anything. Yeah.
Yes.
I think there is a problem. Yeah.
Okay, there's the question from the chat for Dr. Mubarak. Can you read the chat?
Yeah, there are different questions. So it's
Yes.
Dr. Rizwan and then Zishan Zulfikar. So, okay. I will go, okay, one by one. So probiotic strain produce dipicolinic acid under which it can survive in acidic conditions. So then why coating is necessary? Actually, the probiotics, they are not coated. They are spore formed. So if they will not be spore formed, then the application in the poultry feed industry, that is a big question mark. So the importance of probiotic, that is well established in case of human beings, but in case of animal livestock industry, why it was delayed? Because that was the issue with the palletization. Because during lactic acid, if you use lactic acid, lactobacillus, what will happen? They will be completely died. They will be damaged during palletization. So temperature and pressure, they both are important. So therefore, we go for bacillus strain because bacillus, they are good for spore formation. So that is not coating, actually, that is the spore formation.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Mubarak. Yeah. Now I give chance directly from Zoom. Oh, I can, yeah. Who is? Ada Bapak Ibu yang mau bertanya langsung dengan menggunakan angkat tangan, hand. Silakan, siapa? Aduh, gimana? Ada yang mau tanya langsung, silakan. Bahasa Indonesia juga tidak apa-apa, nanti di translate.
Boleh saya tanya, Pak?
Ya, Prof. Elemon, yes please.
Ini soalan untuk Bapak Irfan.
Irfan, yes.
Tadi Bapak Irfan, I should be in English, sorry. Dr. Irfan, you showed just now there are different stages of the development of the chicken. Different stages of development of chicken, and and there are different microbes that are present in the various parts of the gut. Now, at what point would you suggest that we supplement those chicken with the probiotics or other additive? Is it from day old onwards or a certain period of time so that it can be sort of economical for the farmer? Otherwise, the cost of the probiotic might be costly if you were to put it right through the whole period of growth. Yes.
Very, very good question. And I think that is very relevant regarding implication of probiotic in the poultry industry. So very, very short and very actually comprehensive question. So, but I will say that you see the gut health development. The gut health development in case of poultry, that is especially important in the early weeks. Huh? Okay, so like first 2 to 3 weeks, they are very much important for the gut health of the poultry. So type of gut microbiota, they will be developed. Concentration will be different. That depends on many factors. Okay, the concentration will be different. There is feed management, housing, temperature, lot of factors are there. So concentration will be different, but type of bacteria, they are developed especially during the first 2 to 3 weeks in case of poultry. But okay, regarding the use of probiotic, I would say from the start until the end, because gut internal innate immunity that will be developed in first 2 to 3 weeks, but more beneficial bacteria, they will be developed in first 2 to 3 weeks. But the challenges, they are coming. Birds are coming under stress in grower and pincher stage. So therefore, I think it is equally important. Like the growth promoter, AGP growth promoter, they were being used from start to end. So therefore, the probiotics can be used quite efficiently from start to the end. So in start, it helps in the development of good gut, and later they will fight against some sudden pathogenic loads.
Yeah. In relation to that, I would like to ask the Junadi just now. See, remember that the development of the small intestine in terms of the various villas and so on. If we were to see that the development will be growing right through the whole period.
Yeah.
And at what particular time would be best to supplement the whatever additive that you think to replace the antibiotic now?
Okay, Prof. Alimon, I will try to answer. Yeah, maybe in the beginning, yeah, the first 2 weeks, yeah, of the poultry life is very critical time, yeah, for the poultry, because the growth of the the intestinal development, the villi, and also the gut microbe, yeah, grow. So I think it's better you give the the antibiotic alternative, for example, probiotic from the beginning, I think. So hopefully, if you give the the additive from the beginning, yeah, the disease incident, I think we can decrease it. So I think if you talk about the the cost of the additive, I think you can change, yeah, because during I think if you have a better condition in the beginning, so the disease in the disease, the cure cost, yeah, I think you will have a better to prevent it, to prevent compared to the cure, because the incidence of the disease will be decreased if you have a better condition from the beginning of the chicken life, I think. Yeah.
Very well explained.
I'm sorry?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dr. Ilfan, and thank you,
Ilfan has explained very well.
Thank you very much for the answers. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Dr. Mubarak. Yes. And any comment? Dr. Mubarak, yes, please.
Yes, Dr. Ilfan very well explained. I think, yes, the early weeks, 2-3 weeks, they are important for the gut development.
Okay.
So as he mentioned. So gut innate immunity, if birds have already inert immunity, it means for small type of pathogenic challenges, they will fight by themselves.
Okay.
Okay. So therefore, probiotic should start from the start because the gut of chick is sterile when it is hatched. So if, say, for example, more pathogenic bacteria develop, then whole life, bird will suffer more pathogenic challenges. So you should start from very start, but it's not like you need to use only in the starter period, but most of the challenges from environment, they are coming in grower and pincher stage when metabolism is quite high. So first period is important for the gut health product, for the gut health immunity, for the gut development, and second, they are improved in performance. So that is the, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mubarak. Any question from Pak Kunta? Yes, please. It's already hand up. Yeah, Pak Kunta, yes. Pak Kunta.
Speak, Pak Kunta.
Pak Kunta, yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please, Pak Kunta. Any question?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kunta and my profession is animal health practitioner. And
Let's show your video, please.
Okay, and first of all, I want to apologize for my poor English, but hopefully it can be understood. And furthermore, I would like to thank to the speakers who explained very well and clearly about the health problem in the poultry industry. And at this opportunity, I want to ask question from one of our farmers. The question is from one of our farmer who has recurring problem on his farm. He said that for 5 consecutive period, 5 period in his farm, he was affected by a disease that commonly we call gumboro or infectious bursal disease. Even though the prevention has been carried out, starting from sterilization, 2 months of cake rest, formalin disinfectant, giving lime to the floor, spraying detergent, and etc. But the EBD case still occur. And the question is, how long is the ideal cake rest period is? The interval between 2 production period for the prevent gumboro. Because in this case, it has been 2 months, but it's still infected. And in addition, what other effort that can be made to prevent and resolve this problem? Is there any supplementation that can be given to prevent this the gumboro disease? Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Could you answer, Pak Mubarak atau Pak Ilfan?
Maybe both of them.
Both of them. I think short answer, yeah, Pak Ilfan. Yes, please.
Yeah, I think.
Open your mute.
It's muted.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Pak Ilfan first. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, Pak Uswar. I have no experience with gumboro. Okay. Sorry.
I think that's better the answer from the Dr. Mubarak Ali. Yes, please.
Yeah, I think the way he has explained about the problem is related maybe that is to the shed, and therefore it's coming with every flock. So maybe they need to do the good shed house preparation before start of new flock, putting new flock in that shed. So housing, maybe that is very much contaminated. And second thing, I think vaccination, and maybe as I explained, maybe the combination of probiotic and low dietary protein, especially the use of probiotic, can be beneficial. So have they tried any gut health products or their combination in that case? I think probiotic can play a role if they use from the start of that flock.
Yeah. Dr. Mubarak, is any question from the Rizwan for you? What is the ideal age or stage for broiler birds to start probiotic, and for how much the period we can continue feeding of probiotics?
Yeah, that as I explained earlier. So my recommendation is start from first day when the chicks they will arrive at the house. So then until end. So whole period, so it will give benefits. In first 2-3 weeks, as explained by Dr. Ilfan, that will help in the good gut development. And in the later phase, that will optimize the performance. So
Okay.
from start to end.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Mubarak.
Can we try again through another mobile? It is not mine, but here is again Professor Shakal. Do you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah,
Please
Good,
continue,
thank
Prof.
you.
Shakal.
Continue, Prof. Shakal.
So it is just to rescue our time. It's again that was, as I told you, internet problems. But anyway, we skipped. I mean, biosecurity. It is already known to all of us. It is only the measures how perfect we do our job, and we should check. We should have also checklist if we have done everything perfectly. But I wanted to use this opportunity to let some of the colleagues in Indonesia to know a little bit of us, about us, and this is in the second presentation. Dr. Seti Aziza have it. Can you show it? Do you have the chance now?
Okay, I will try. Wait.
Okay. Sorry for the so many internet problems.
No problem.
So
Okay, I'm sorry.
it wasn't a corona to the deadline, so to our line connections.
Is it the right one?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That was a presentation from us to our neighboring countries in Africa, but we are hoping and giving our hands to you in Southeast Asia, and we are eager to South-South collaboration, not always South-North. I hope you have also the purpose like us for South-South collaboration. And can I have the next, please? That's okay, you know me now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Anyway, that means that yeah, it's me from another mobile. Is the importance of poultry meat and the poultry egg production. It is known for all of you. And Egypt is one of, I mean, the biggest producing countries in Middle East. But I know that the industry in Indonesia is very big too. But starting from avian influenza spread during 2006, it was a decline for our poultry production due to the decline of transport. Can we go to the next slide, please? Again, next. It is just the purpose now to have a tour, to have you, but we are waiting. That is only virtual, but we are waiting to have you personally in our center here in Egypt. That's my office where we are now, and that is a training room, conference room for students and also veterinarians. Next. That's a tour in our laboratories. Your students are welcome to us for the different units regarding bacteriology, viral disease diagnosis through prenated chicken eggs or cell culture, biotechnology lab for molecular diagnosis. We have also histopathology unit for diagnosis of avian tumors, serology for avian disease infections. Yeah, you can go further. So we are eager to have your students in our labs. We do more about diseases. I know that there are here some of our nice students. You see them, and here they are doing conventional PCR. We have here extensions for our facilities for experiments. We have it now done for as experiment station with high biosecurity measures. Some of the poultry seminars activities, we have it. And some of our students who had finished their work and successfully. That is our university, Cairo University. The services here we offered to African institutions to help them diagnosing and see the map of diseases, poultry diseases, and analyzing the dynamics and epidemiology of avian pathogens. Also, we offered them to upgrade skills of veterinary workforce, contributing to the development of African poultry industry. Also, we can help them to diagnose the different diseases. But we are eager to have collaborations with Indonesia and also some neighbor Southeast Asian, and because we have some somehow similar
Stop.
Yeah. Shakal, are you there?
Next slide.
Yeah.
Hello.
Back.
Okay.
Do you hear me or
yes,
any
yes,
problem?
we hear you.
I'm here. Yeah, I hear.
Yeah. Okay. Next slide. Yeah. Objectives. Yeah. Next. Again, next slide. The target group are poultry veterinarians and researchers. No.
Okay.
Go back, please. Yeah. Again, one more. The target groups are poultry veterinarians. Next. But we can do also for undergraduate and graduate, not only for veterinarians, but also for agriculture, animal science, who are interested in poultry production, but they have to know a little bit about poultry health and poultry diseases. We give here in those numbers, number of training sessions. You can we give them for every students. They are different. Can you go back from one to
this one?
Can you go back two slides?
From one.
Two slides.
Yeah, this.
Okay.
Yeah, they are starting from poultry feed manufacture, nutrition, pharmaceutical application, poultry vaccines. Next, those are titles for training: broiler and layer stock welfare, biosecurity, laying hens, care, and broiler chicken. Next, serological monitoring in poultry flocks, PCR diagnosis, viral disease diagnosis, bacterial disease diagnosis. Next, the same for fungal and parasitic diseases, field and rapid diagnosis, diagnosis of avian influenza. Next, that is just an example of one of those training sessions from lectures and practical training, but we also develop training decisions suited or tailored especially for the needs in poultry industry. They just tell us what their trainees, either veterinarians or whatever needs, and we make that training sessions that satisfy their needs. Next. Yeah, you can see here, even if, but sorry, it's in Arabic, but I think maybe some of you can read it. Even it covers human resources training and sales skills, etc., for people working in industry. Next. That is an cloud-based application. That's we can follow up poultry farms through our mobiles. Next. So you can see that you can follow the farm, birds and farm, the average feed intake, water intake, disease illness, the temperature in the farm, humidity, etc. This we can apply or work on that. Okay, we hope that we have the opportunity to go further for our collaboration and see each other in poultry conferences. But this was an announcement for a former conference. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Shakal. Yeah. According to our agenda, time is finished. Yeah. Before I
Sorry
give
for the so many internet interruptions. That was not in our hands.
Yeah. There are two participants raise hand. Ada. Nggak bisa.
Miss Dwi Astutik and Mr. Bayu Arya.
Ya, tolong dipantau.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Miss Dwi Astutik.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes,
okay.
Please. Yeah.
Bayu. Okay.
Hello.
So you went for another lecture, I see.
Oh, sound is not clear.
Yeah. Do you have another lecture now, or a question, or what?
Question and answer.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Nggak
You cannot
nanya.
hear you.
You are going to our next lecture.
Waalaikumsalam.
I think you can write the question, please. We cannot hear you, Mr. Bayu.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, Bu Aziza.
Okay.
The sound is not clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Oke, Bu Aziza, waktu saya serahkan Bu Aziza karena waktu sudah habis up.
Yeah. In Indonesia, Indonesia here we near Maghrib prayer. Yeah. So we have, I think, thank you for the presentation, all of the presenters. Thank you very much. For the participants, you can write the question and we will send it to the presenter. Okay, right now, it has been our pleasure to have you all here. And please open the video for picture session for a while, please. Miss Quintanti?
Yes?
Yeah, please screenshot.
Okay, so everyone, please turn on your camera for the photo session.
Okay.
بس احنا هو اللوجو بتاعنا البطل.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Okay. Sorry, already?
Yes, I finished it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank you,
everyone.
Queen.
Yeah, thank you for Dr. Ilfan. Thank you for Dr. Mubarak Ali, and thank you very much for Prof. Shakal for your effort to join us today and very informative and beneficial information you gave us here. And I wish you all pleasant and healthy days ahead. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for all.
Thank you, Dr. Mubarak.
Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pintanti.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Osman.
Dr. Mubarak, thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Osfar and Mr. Ilfan
Dr.
Junaidi.
Mubarak, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Osmar and Mr. Ilfan.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Mr.
questions in the
Mubarak.
chat box, so I will answer all these questions.
Okay, for all, thank
Don't
you for
worry.
materi.
Yeah.
I have not answered all,
Assalamualaikum.
but I will answer.
Waalaikumsalam.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Waalaikumsalam
Bye.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ilfan. Shakal.